Hello, RadiShineAmigo here, welcome to play Crash Nitro Kart! Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to show off each of the locations of each of the 3 letters in the level. Then I'm just going to show off the fact that I came in first place, because you need to be in first place in order to win this, as well as collecting the 3 letters. I'm also going to be showing off the level that I'm playing in before I do. So I'll be jumping into the little warp. CNK basically works the same way as CTR in Crash Team Racing. You collect the 3 letters in the level, come first place, and that's about it. This game likes to be a little bit more awkward with the locations by putting them in places that you wouldn't really think to go to, or places where you kind of need a certain amount of speed or an item to get to, like that one that we just got to there. Later on they get really dickish, and actually no, they put them in the out of bounds section there as well. But yeah, they put quite a bit in the out of bounds section, which is kind of annoying, and it makes it a lot harder. I definitely say that. So in a way, these CNK tokens are a bit better than the ones, the CTR ones. So just because of the fact that they make it harder. But overall, it's still a stupid way of padding out the game. This bit, the tokens on this level, that little ramp up there that you saw me go through. Every time, try making it be the first thing you do. If you miss, just press start and then reset it. Just make sure it's the first one you go for, because it's the most annoying thing ever, getting the N and the K, and then going back to try and get the C, and then fouling, and then going back into like 8th place, because it's really hard to maneuver your way out of crashing in that section. Crashing. But yeah. No peeking yet. Gee, if you take that out of context, it sounds kind of weird. But yeah, I think for the most part, the C is usually the first one you find, then the N is the second one, and the K is the third one. So you can kind of guess where it'll be in the level from that. For those of you that are just following this, what I'd recommend you do is on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a map. Look at the map, and that'll be like the area where you'd have to go to, unless you know you're good enough at memorizing the tracks and stuff. But if you're good enough at memorizing the tracks, then you probably know where the CNK tokens are already. But well, whatever was easier, but I'd just recommend looking at the map. That bit there can be a bit annoying. Yeah, overall, it's not. These aren't too bad. You know, they give you a bit of a fair chance. As long as you make sure you get the C, N, and K on the 2nd lap, like before you hit the 3rd lap, then you should be fine. But it's kind of like, God, it's kind of hard to explain. Because you're gonna be like, there's some that you can get stuck on, like right here. If you save that till last, you just get absolutely screwed over on coming first, unless you got like a good boost power up or something. But it still is like possible to beat it with, you know, having 1 letter left and you're on your last lap. So don't like feel put off about it and then quit. Now, thank God I'm cutting through all this, because we're getting through this quite quickly. Some of these letters are actually like quite in your way, and you just basically have to jump to them or just drive a little bit to the right. That one there, I think you're supposed to drift and then jump over the gap while drifting, but that way works as well, so take what you can get. Overall, CNK isn't really all that hard. It's just kind of just something that they use to pad out the game. And like I said in CTR, I don't really like the addition of CNK. Time relics is enough, but in all honesty, I kind of would have preferred if they took out the time relics and then just made it CNK, because CNK is at least a little bit more no, it's not actually. No, I don't know. CNK is a bit more of an interesting concept, I guess, but I don't know. Time relics are a bit more fun, I guess, because of the fact that you have the crates that you have to hit to get your time. Overall, it's a way to pad out the game, and I don't really like it. It's something that I prefer Mario Kart over, because Mario Kart, you have 50cc, 150cc, 100cc, I don't know why I skipped that, and mirror mode. You, in the Mario Kart 8, which I'm glad that they fixed in that game, I don't think it was in other games, because I'm pretty sure you have to unlock 100cc and 150cc. But you could go straight to 150, and once you know, 100% that, it gives you 100% on 50cc and 100cc, making the game less tedious for you to go through. And then you got mirror mode, which is fair enough, you know, it's an extra mode that is actually fairly different, so. It's less interesting than what they do in Crash Bandicoot racing games, but at least it's less padded. At least it feels less padded. Ones like that I don't really like. I mean, yes, there is an easy way to get that without jumping off the edge like a maniac, but it's still annoying. That last one that I got when I had to do a boost and jump off, you need to get a boost to do that, or at least enough speed to do that, whether it be through like a mask or something else. Masks increase your speed, so yes, use them. If you get one, save it and use it on a bit that you need it on. Yeah, that section could be a bit tricky to go through, so just heads up there. We're pretty much like done with this though, in all honesty. Don't think there's just one more and that's about it. So yeah, we've gone through this quite quickly. Each world has 4 tokens, one of which being the crystal token. I believe there's 4 different color tokens as well. I'm going to be showing off everything that you unlock in the game, like right at the end of this. So obviously I haven't got everything yet, as you can tell, but here we are. We got all the tokens. That was pretty quick.
Wonderful. You won a token.
But actually playing it is like 10 times longer. If I didn't cut that out, that would have been another 3-4 parts. Now, yeah, there's 4 of each different coloured token. You got the relics, which work the same way as they do in other games. We'll get to them eventually. And there's gems. But yeah, I'll see you next part where we're going to be taking on the relics. So, see you then.